Welcome back, everybody, to the Curse of the Dead Gods. Hope you're having a wonderful day and that you're doing alright. Now, in the last few episodes, we've completed the second level of each of the different temples. So now we're moving on to the third level. This is one where we start taking on the avatars for each of the different gods. So today, we'll start with the Jaguar. Now, before we go in, we are rocking with a Seeker's Mace, so it'll increase with our relics. Probably going to replace it. Stinger Lash does poison attacks, again, probably going to replace it, and same thing with these bombs, simply because they're all very basic weapons, and until we upgrade our filter a bit more, we're not going to get anything super amazing. And then for our blessings, it's the same we've been going with before. Got extra gold and perception, we've got dexterity and haste on perfect dodges, and our traps deal more damage to the enemies. Now, I did unlock a third altar. I did one of those little events at the bottom of the map here. Got me a bit of extra crystal skulls, and yeah, let's get going. The quest for invulnerability, quest for omnipotence, quest for omniscience. Yeah, so that seems to be like what each of the different gods are kind of like about, what people seek when they're going, like they kind of plead and ask for things. So if they go to Tamok, they're asking for invulnerability, they're asking for omnipotence, they're asking for omniscience. So, yeah. So we're going to go through here. We got to defeat both of the champions, and then we fight the Dark Avatar. So we've got a little bit of gold to start with. We're probably going to go with... might do a gold start again into a weapon, and then some other things from there, just so we can try and get a good weapon off the start without having to build our corruption. Here we go. Gotta remember the weapons I have on. Getting distracted. Light that up. That'll explode, kill both of them. Spin attack with circle. I really like the mace charge attack plus the... that's gonna explode. Back away. The mace charge attack plus the whip offhand combo. It's pretty nice. You get a large area between the spin and the second spin. Let's check out this. It'll give us a little bit of extra gold from here. Alright, we'll take care of these guys. Spin, spin. Get ready to block or dodge that. Go around that. Let the trap spin. Pow. That fireball is not going to hit anybody, but that's okay. Alright, so we could replace our poison one for a lightning whip. The lightning whip is really nice, but I also really like the poison. So I'm probably just going to stick with poison right now, just so I can offer that and get more gold. If we replaced our whip, we wouldn't get anything out of it other than make different whip. Alright, we got 1800 gold. We're going to do a second gold. We'll do a second gold and then move on to a weapon shrine. I think even with 1800, we might come in a little short depending on what shows up in the altar. Falling in with the charge attacks in the offhand. Gonna play it safe to get everybody kind of low, and then we'll finish all of them kind of at once to get a big greed. And there we are. Now I probably could have rushed ahead just a smidge and caught some enemies right there to keep our greed counter even higher, but I didn't really feel like trying to do that. Charge, counter, offhand attack, and we'll whip. Offer that up, get some gold. Again, same thing, not really better quality than what we have, so I'd rather just offer it. As health, we're at full health, so that's not going to do anything for us. There is a blessing where if you get any extra healing beyond your max health, it turns into gold, so maybe then it would have been worth it. Same thing, I considered taking this simply because if we can keep increasing our perception, this dagger can do a lot of damage, but I don't know that it's really what I want to do, so I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to give it for gold. And we'll see what kind of weapon we can get out of this chamber. Here we go. Spin, offhand whip. 1, 2, parry that. 1, oop, I missed that. Offhand attack. We're going to light this in between. Move, hit him. 1, 2, parry. Oh, too early on the parry. Offhand combo, finish 2 of them. Dodge this. There we go, and finish. Another guy, we're going to charge attack into him. Light this up to burn him. Dodge this. Oh, I was out of stamina, so that's kind of a bummer. We'll get our greed counter back a little bit because there's still a couple enemies. We're always keeping an eye on the guys in our peripheral just in case we need a counter. So that second guy, even though I switched targets, kept an eye on him so I could parry him when he attacked. Alright, so this sword is better than ours. It has a chance to do lightning damage, which is pretty nice. This one does fire, and a fire plus our poison whip could be really strong. Actually, I might do that. It'll be pretty budget increase in damage. I think we'll do that. I don't really feel like rolling through a bunch of weapons to find that perfect one, even though I just built up a whole bunch of gold to spend on something really expensive. I'm just going to go with that. My gut feeling said, yeah, take that. First curse. Urns don't have gold, but they have blood that'll heal us, so that's kind of nice. You know, it is what it is. Maybe it'll be nice, maybe not. We may end up just getting rid of it at the champion. Let the stamina come back. Going up. I feel like a lot of times I go left, so I wanted to go right this time. Charge in, offhand whip. 1, 2, 3, he's gonna swing. Parry. 1, 2, 3, finisher, and then whip. Good. So that's the thing with this fire sword. Only the finishers and the charged attacks actually give you the fire effect. So if you actually want to trigger it, it's really good to just go in with a charged attack and then follow with that like poison whip offhand combo. So charge attack in, spin, now they're both going to burn down. Get ready to parry your dodge. Dodged it. Finish him with a whip. And we'll go for this guy, interrupt. Now stamina's pretty low. He's going to summon another dude. It's fine. We'll finish him real quick. And open the chest. Not interested. Keeps giving me corruption for the offerings, which kind of sucks because we're already at 0. Now we'll go for a relic. So we may be able to get a really good relic here. Something to note is as you progress further into the temple, so you go to the 2nd level, you go to the 3rd level, we're going to blow up these guys with a trap. The things that you find in the altars are going to be better. Parry that too early. It's kind of a bummer. But the things you find in the altars will be a little bit better. Or sometimes a lot better. I notice it a lot with the relics. Sometimes, you know, I look at these shrines with relics and they're kind of okay. Even the expensive one is meh. But you go to like level 3 of the temples and some of those late game relics are really good. Almost rolled in just the worst direction possible. Alright, stamina's up, let's go. There we go. Moving on. We're going to charge sec in, offhand whip. And that'll finish him. We're going to keep moving. Keeps our greed counter going. And wait. So that's the thing you can do when you've got a lot of like status things like the fire and poison, is you can afflict enemies with it, and if you know they're going to go down, you can sort of ignore them to move on to other enemies and build up your greed counter really high. We're going to trigger this trap. And there it is. Throwing weapons, blood offering cost, big heals for environment kills. So with our, I think we have one. Oops. We have one already, don't we? Yeah. But with that blessing where our traps are dealing more damage than the enemy, I've been playing around with traps dealing more, like working with the environment to kill enemies, and I did that on the little like special event run to get more crystal skulls. It was really nice. It was awesome, like just playing around the stage and like pushing enemies into spike traps, you know, using that flame trap like we just did to like finish off all 3 at once. It's super satisfying, and getting 9% of our health back with those like environment kills, it's gonna be pretty big. Especially when you consider a lot of the healing effects you get on different weapons or relics are really small. Like most of them are doing, say, 1% of your health, 1% of like the critical damage, 5% of the critical damage, and so you're only getting like 50 to like 60 at most. And a lot of them I'm getting like 5 health back. So getting 9% back for environment kills is pretty big. I parried that, which is good. I was a little worried I was going to go too early. I didn't. Spin attack in, combo off. Oh, we still got burning in the corner to use, so we'll keep that in mind. Finish him. Dodge through that. That'll keep our greed counter going. And that was it. Didn't need it. Alright, so another weapon. The poison. That's a pretty decent one, but the poison whip is really nice. I could replace this for a better offhand. Let's roll this once. Okay, so now we've got poison daggers. The one bad thing was using this as opposed to the whip. With our charged attack on the sword, we're hitting a bunch of enemies at once, and then following it with the whip attack, we again hit all of those enemies. So we're getting the effect on a whole bunch of guys. This dagger isn't going to be able to do that. It's just a good defensive tool because it disengages us. So I'm probably not going to take it. Fire claws. So fire claws and the poison daggers might be something I would do. Alright, we're not going to get insane. I'm going to keep one of my rerolls for a later stage. And we'll fight the first champion. Kind of a bummer where my corruption's at. What I should have done was done a blood offering. Went ahead and pushed into a second curse and then gotten rid of whichever one I disliked the most. Oh, messed that up. That's okay. Getting ready for spear throw, parry, whip. So we can just keep doing this. And when he starts throwing the spears, it'll get our stamina back so we can keep inflicting damage. Parry. And with that poison ticking, it's going to do a lot of damage. Now we're going to get the fire on him in a moment because that combo together is going to do a lot of damage over time. You can see the difference immediately. Parry that. Parry that. And we'll follow him with a whip. He's still burning, so that's good. Sword, whip, sword, back out. Get that burning real quick. 1, 2. We're going to charge attack in and get him ticking. Parry, parry, charge attack, whip. Clean. Maybe we'll get his cursed spear. That'd be pretty sweet. Nope, no such luck. Oh, yes it is. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Alright. Less gold offering cost is going to be pretty nice. And damage taken in gold, we'll take it just so we can... Well, okay, maybe not. So I was going to take it just so we can get the Constitution. But if we offer it, we'll get -8 corruption, so we won't get a curse immediately going through the door. And that could be nice. Yeah, we'll do that. Now we got spear. There's like a little gnat flying around. It's really annoying. So, we're probably just going to take it simply because the bombs we have are useless. They're not useless, but I'm not a fan. So the finishers are going to throw the spear, which is going to hit a bunch of guys. It will give us healing. We do take extra damage, which is something to keep in mind. But something else to think about is with our fire and poison combo, this cursed weapon is going to trigger weakness on the burning guys and additional poison damage on poisoned. So I think we're going to keep it. And plus, I'm not sure. So each of the champions and stuff have like a cursed weapon associated with them. And you can unlock it to find during your runs or on your altars if you upgrade them enough. But you don't get access to them until you find them for the first time. So I think in order for me to actually unlock them, or the ability to unlock them, I have to take it right now. We've got a weapon, so we're going to go gold, event, or question, and then stats and choose from there. Sun's Galleries. Enemies and straps have gotten stronger. Some cool basins was a bunch of, like, I guess jade, maybe emeralds. Emeralds make more sense than gold. Alright, so we're going to light this in the middle so we got some more illumination. Charge in, get him ticking, dodge that. Charge attack, whip. Finish him. 1, 2, dodge. 1, 2, whip, dodge. 1, parry, dodge, charge attack, Oh, didn't need it. Parried that, which is good. Finish him. Oh, we're too early on the parry that time, which was a bit of a bummer. Now I wonder, I think that wall might have been able to be broken, but it doesn't look like it. So it kind of makes me think this chamber is going to wrap around to it. My nose is feeling terrible for some reason. Yeah, there it is. See? Just like that. Now we got to be careful. This is going to be kind of like a quick run room. Collect the gold, collect the gold, collect the gold. We're going to light this up now. Kill them, open the door. Lost a relic. That's kind of a bummer. I just didn't care to get caught up in the fire too much. I'm trying to inflict affliction, poison, fire on as many guys as possible. Took damage. That's kind of a bummer. Finish him. Finish him. Bam. And there we go. As a spear, we're going to offer it up. Here in this next chamber, I'll try and actually use the spear so you guys can see what it's like a bit. Alright, that's kind of annoying, kind of nice. Ooh, okay. Maybe I won't use the spear, we'll see. I'm going to try and play it nice and calm. So in the events, you can't take any damage or the chest goes away. If you want to unlock it, you have to defeat all the enemies. So, let's do it. I want to light this up, burn them up. Charge attack in, whip. One, missed. Get ready to dodge, dodge. Get ready to dodge. Okay. 1, 2, 3, bam. Get ready to dodge it. Finish that guy. 1, get ready to charge attack to interrupt his attack. Damn. Okay, we're going to keep doing that. We're going to spear, actually. Get ready to dodge. Spear attack in. There we go. 1, 2, get ready to dodge. Alright, nice and easy. Okay, and there's a cursed weapon. So, I feel like I've always found some kind of cursed item from those chests. So I think that's part of their deal. It's kind of neat. I dig that. More healing when we go through a door. Plus 7 constitution as well, which is pretty big. So we'll take that. Okay. So we just got the spear. However, so this is gonna... the sword is gonna give us consistent healing. Less damage taken, but less damage against uninjured enemy. You know, shoot. I barely used that spear, but we're gonna take the sword. Which, there's one reason that tipped me over on why I took it, and that's simply to be able to break open walls. So let's go through here, get some attributes, and move on. Plus, I really like the spears because the critical damage is just really nice, but it is also incredibly helpful to be able to actually stagger enemies. Carry that. Charge attack. Offhand. That's going to explode, so we'll wait for that. Oh, he moved out of it. Interrupt this charge attack, and then finish him. Keep going up. We're going to move a little bit faster. Nothing that way, so charge through here. We're going to go... I'm going to check this way real quick. Okay. That's going to break open... That's going to break open the door for us. Get ready for... Whoa. I'm always ready for another jaguar head to be through like one of those little spaces. Alright. Same thing. Charge attack in, followed by whip. Dodge that jaguar. 2, 3, finisher. Now we're going to switch to the big two-handed sword. We're going to interrupt him and finish these guys. Parry that. Charge attack, offhand whip. Make some space. Dodge through those. And finish him. 2 skulls. Another blazing sword, but it's not amazing, so we'll offer it up. I think something I would like is this poison whip is working really nicely for what we're doing. So if I could get a better version of it, that would be amazing. So we can get health and damage. And then what we might do is go left again, do an upgrade, more attributes, and then another event. Luckily with that relic reducing our gold offering costs, that one didn't cost so much. You can really stack up on some of the later things where the upgrades and offerings get really expensive. Gonna have to get more coffee after this stage. We're gonna illuminate so that we're not in the darkness. Charge attack in, whip, parry that. 1, 2, so he's gonna go down. 1, 2, 3, finisher. Dodge through that, parry, dodge through that, parry that. 1, offhand, interrupt him. Okay, we're gonna try and like parry, nope, man, he's just not hitting us. Parry that, spin, offhand whip. Everybody's burning down, so we got some time. Good. More dudes. 1, 2, 3, bam. I want to get rid of this dude because he's going to be pretty obnoxious. I think the ally got rid of him. Parry that. Charge attack, whip. 1, get rid of the parry, get rid of the dodge. We're going to interrupt him, and we're going to switch to the sword and just stagger him out. Awesome. See, that's why it's so nice. It's like once, especially as like one enemy, you can just keep them stun locked, and they can't do anything about it. Alright, so we could upgrade this and it'll increase the damage a little bit. That could be pretty nice considering I don't know that we'll really replace it. Upgrading this will add just a little bit. It's kind of the same thing with this. It's not a huge buff, so yeah, we'll just do this. Give it a nice little damage boost, and that is also, in addition to increasing its damage, by increasing damage, we're increasing how much poison is going to be inflicted on enemies. So we're going to go, obviously we have no choice from here, so attributes in the chest, and I'm going to get more coffee. And we're back. Nice hot cup of coffee. We're at 23 minutes on this recording, and we're about at the second champion. Plus there was a break and stuff in there, so we're doing pretty good on time actually. Let's charge attack in, whip, 1, 2, oh, okay. Focus on getting that other blood dude, but we gotta keep an eye on that witch, because she's not a witch actually. She is a virgin wife, that's what they're called. I'm gonna do a lore inspired episode where I go through, unlock a bunch of the codexes, or I'll do a bunch of codex unlocking off screen because it's all about like defeating a certain number of each enemy, and then from there I will start a run and we'll talk about each of the enemies and the temples and kind of what's happening in like these halls, the halls of wonder. And I got a couple theories on like some of the like absolute end game and what we're gonna like encounter, so that's what we'll do then. Alright. I already have, hey, we'll take it. I could have used that so I wouldn't get another curse, but a little bit of extra stats is pretty nice too, especially when you consider like, I mean, I'm gonna get another curse here pretty soon anyways, so I could delay it by a room or not, doesn't matter. It might matter, I don't know. We'll increase both again. You know, I'm not really getting hit a lot, but for some of the champion fights and what's going to be the final avatar fight, having a larger health pool is going to be pretty nice when I inevitably start getting hit. That's kind of nice actually. That could be good for us since I want to play around the traps a bit more and killing the enemies, because when well, maybe not, I don't know, because you can push enemies on the spike traps, and if they go on the spike traps it'll trigger them and hit them. The only one where it really doesn't do that are the floating deadites, those big circular dudes that shoot a big laser beam at us. They don't trigger it because they're floating, so you have to kind of step on it and then move away so it'll hit them. With this, it'll automatically trigger off, so it could be pretty good. Alright, let's see if we can do this event too. We should be able to get a pretty strong relic if we do. Maybe another cursed weapon. There's 2 fire traps on the side, a bomb thing. We're going to try and trigger it real quick and see if it kills all them. We're going to trigger this as well. Spin attack in. Whip. Oh, that was really good. That was really good. So this is going to increase all our healing effects. So I might take that instead of this. because it's 3%. An extra 33% of that is like another 3.3 or some nonsense. I don't know. Plus we get dexterity. Not that. Damage for bows. We're not using a bow. And then this. Okay. That's tempting. I like it. I might get rid of this one because it's a higher perception increase. I've already got a greed counter up, so I don't really need 400%. That's a lot. And if I can just do a crap ton of damage, I can kill guys really fast before they kill me. In theory, you know, let's do it. I say that, but I can really mess up this champion fight, and I just took a relic that makes me take increased damage, so this could be kind of scary. Parry, parry, oh, nope, not parry. Parry. We'll get out of that. Alright, so I want to get statuses on them, and then we're going to switch to the two-handed sword. Because I can just parry her whips in between them, and then just see that mean stagger amount, or mean amount of poison damage going. Parry. So this is where I mess up, is on this part of the fight. And she's not at 50%. At 50%, she's going to swap forms again. She's going to shift. I find the fire one much easier than the shadow. I'll switch to two-handed sword. 1, 2, 3. She should be doing a whip again. Parry that. Parry that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We're not going to be able to finish her, but... Oh, I'm going to take it. Nope, I didn't take a hit. So that's great. Parry. And we win. Nice. This was a good fight. That was a good fight. Very good. Let's get rid of this one. Because I have the relic that's making me take more damage, I think it may be worth it to keep this, just to help mitigate it. So I'll get rid of this. Ooh, lightning whip? That's kind of cool. It's not poison though. Damage against weakened enemies. I'm not doing a ton of weakness. I mean, I am parrying a decent amount, but we'll just offer it to get ourselves some perception. Alright, now from here, we could go gold, weapon upgrade. Yeah, you know, I'd probably just go a bunch of different weapon upgrades, right? And then do one weapon alter, and maybe I'll be able to get... Well, I would like to get a weapon earlier just to see if we could get a new poison whip, but if not, it's whatever. So we'll upgrade. Maybe we'll just keep upgrading the whip, or we'll upgrade one of the swords. Not sure. I'll decide when I get there. Same thing, combo in. There we are. We're pretty much done from there. Dodging those. Try to attack in. Whip. That damage over time is ticking away. Keep it going. Extra greed timer is doing some work for us. 1, 2. Oh, this could be bad. Parry. Charge attack in. Parry. Charge attack in. No parry. Parry that. Keep a distance. 1, 2, 3. Bam. 1 offhand. Good. Extra damage in darkness. That's not going to do us any good because we're catching people on fire, so we're not in the darkness. Our timer's still going, so we moved a little quickly there to try and get to that guy. It worked out. Its timer's reset, so we're going to hit him. We're going to switch to two-handed sword to get rid of him. Parry that, parry that. We're going to focus on the big guy, get rid of him. Charge attack in, followed by whip. Dodge out of that. Caught him, kills him. Excellent. And now, let's just leave. No, let's find some more enemies. There's more. I know there are. Yeah, I was right. Oh, it's too slow. I tried to do... Oh, no. Well, so much for that really big counter. It'll be alright. We're going to interrupt it. Switch to the two-handed. Interrupt. Move well. I didn't see the fire pot there. That's a bummer. It's not a huge bit of damage, but kind of obnoxious. We can go, yeah, upgrade. And luckily, we get a ton of health back going through doors, so it's not a big deal. Something I was thinking about. Man, doesn't matter. I was kind of hoping there would be. I wish I'd thought about what the last room was before the avatar, because I have that relic that gives me health back from. We're gonna let those fire traps do work for us. But I'm getting health back from going through doors. It's not gonna do me a whole lot of good after I get to the end. So it can be pretty nice to get a relic that does something else right before I'm at the end. And then I can get some value out of that instead of what I've got. Carry that. 1, 2, 3. Get away from the fireball. 1, 2, 3. Carry. Charge. Whip. Get the fireball to go off. Both of them. That's excellent. Carry that. Missed it. We're going to get this fireball to go too. Carry. Charge. Whip. Whip. Interrupt to whip. We're going to charge attack offhand. And we're going to just switch to the two-handed. There we go. Not bad. A couple hits in there I didn't need, but we're still at max health because I've got an incredible amount of self-sustain right now. Let's upgrade. I kind of just want to upgrade the whip because that's increasing how much poison we're like really stacking up, and the sword's main thing is a vessel for the fire damage, which isn't necessarily based on how much damage the sword does, at least as far as I understand. I know the poison, like if you go and you look at what poison is, it says 50% of the weapon damage. So, oh really? Oh, that's kind of cool. So with the fire, it just says it does damage. What kind of traps we got? Ooh, fireballs. Okay, lots of fireballs. So I might be able to work that into my favor. One, two. Oh, too slow on that dodge. That's a real bummer. I should have just tried to parry it, but I was a little worried about the parry. I saw the other shadow projectile, and I didn't gauge where that was at very well, so I was worried that I would try and parry the big swing, but still get hit by the projectile coming right afterwards. Alrighty. I like this. Charge attack, followed by whips. Get rid of this dude. He's annoying. See ya. Interrupt that thing with charged whip. And finish her off. Light this up. Charge attack in. Bam. Dodge. Charge attack. Off on whip. 1, 2, 3. Finisher. Bam. He was a little wide of the fire trap. Dodge away. Fuck. That'll do it. Moving on, light this up on fire. We're going to charge attack into the whip. Get ready, set off this trap. I don't think it's going to hit anybody, but you never know. Follow up with two-handed whipping. There we go. 1 offhand whip. Dodge through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going right for these guys. Standard combo. Let's go. Parry. To go to two-handed sword to keep him staggered. Moving on. We don't have maces, so we're going to offer that up for corruption removal. Charge attack. Whip. Two-handed sword. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of the parry. Do not. Charge attack followed by whip. Get rid of the parry. Get rid of that big, or the blood dude, because he's the worst. Nice. Charge attack through. Whip. Sagura's two-handed sword. It's a machine now, like it's just a process, and it works. I think that's part of how you end up winning through the temple, is you just gotta find the process that works. And once you do, like, you gotta stick to it. Once you start, like, monkeying around with it, that's when you start running into issues. So I don't need any more healing. I've got a lot of healing going on. This is just increasing it. This is healing from environment effects, which when we get to the avatar, not going to help us. Same thing with that. They're basically 2 relics not doing anything for us. That being said, this is increasing our damage by a lot, which basically helps us. Greed counter is not going to help us either. And this is going to lose its value here very soon. So, we're going to re-roll this, see if we got something else. No. No. Huh. So I think I'm going to take this simply because it gives us 9 dexterity, which is quite a bit. It's 6 more than this one. Greed kills will help remove corruption. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we are going to get a curse right here. If we were down just a little bit more, we may be able to just, like, avoid getting another curse for the rest of this run. But, it just wasn't meant to be. Conceal in shadows or revealed by the light, we deal more damage in darkness. So we're not going to be fighting in the darkness very much because of our fire. Yeah, I don't know, not much more to say about that. Kill him with that. Kill him with this. Charge attack. Ooh, man, he missed us, so that's good. Dodge. Follow with 2-handed sword. We're going to save one of these bombs for these future waves. Let's try and get rid of this dude. Parry him. 1, 2, 3. Get ready to parry. Get rid of this Jaguar. Parry that. 2. I don't think I actually did parry him. I think I just staggered him with the sword. Alright, charge attack. Whip. Bam. Light this on fire. Worked out. Parry. Oh, parry that. Messed up the first one. We got it figured though. Parry. Oh, too early again. No fire sword. That's good. We got a ton of healing for offering it up, so hooray for us. And let's see what the weapon is. Nope. 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 Moving on. Last room, we're going to go for attributes. Which get a nice little boost to our stats, and it's going to help us no matter what. Like, it's just a good room to go to. At worst, we'll just increase like health or something. Wow, dude's doing things. Parry. Oh, he killed his enemies. Parry that. He's too far away, so I didn't actually parry him. Dodge through, keep the trigger going. Man, those guys are just missing everything. I'm missing everything. Everybody's just missing. Look at that. That was terrible. Terrible room was not an impressive display of my skills. Or the enemies, really. Those lurker guys, I think that's what they were called. They're kind of like generic dudes that just kind of shamble along and then swing their arms at you. Man, they've just been overshooting me constantly. I hate that. That sucks. I really thought I could actually roll far enough and then just walk out of it. I was wrong. Get rid of your dodger arm the rest of the way. Here's our shrine. We can't use any gold for it, so that's okay. We'll just do a blood offering. It's only 20, so it's not going to give us another curse. And then we'll move on. So 2,300 health is pretty good for the final fight, I think. I'm trying to finish him off. Okay, no, we're not. 1, 2, knock him back into the traps. Look at it go. There, oh, too early. Man, that delay on those is kind of messing me up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, okay. Delay is messing me up. Dodge that. Switch to the sword. He's gonna poison out. Nice. Stormlash. Get rid of corruption. So you know how I mentioned we weren't gonna get another curse? Well, because I just messed up a whole bunch, we are. So it's kind of a bummer. Let's see what we get. Well, it doesn't matter. So let's do it. Get ready to see the Dark Avatar of the Jaguar. It's a pretty good fight. I like it. I can get a little messed up on my parry timings, because it's just how I am with pretty much every enemy. interesting thing was, you know, this dude, as opposed to the champions, each of the champions have, like, names, you know? This dude is just the avatar, right? Move out of that. It was too far away. That really sucks. Oh. Okay, not, you know, my strongest display of skill. On the plus side, this sword will heal us, which is good. Oh, God. He's not going to keep covering a bunch of the hits like that. Oh my God. There we go. He's weakened, so he takes more damage, which means we get more healing. He gets more poison buildup. Parry. That delay. Dodge that. Charge attack. Whip. Switch two-handed. Parry. Wait. God damn it. Stupid sword. I'm not used to really using a two-handed sword a lot. So my timing and like knowing when to swing with it is probably not super great. But I should probably just wait a second right here for the right moment. Move away. You can do Fire Breath. Try and dodge through it. Problem is, it has a bit of a linger to it. Get some poison going. We're pretty low, so we gotta be careful. There we go. And we're gonna try and circle around it. There we go. 1, 2. Get that poison building with fire, and then sword for healing. Back up a little bit. Wait for him to swing, and then I can punish and get health back. We're gonna wait a second. Wait for another new opening. Circle around the fire. He's gonna move in. Probably big slam. Nope, just swing. Follow it up with some more. Yes, and we got him. Almost messed it up pretty bad. I wasn't being careful enough with the sword. But there we go, we beat him. Lots of crystal skulls, lots of jade rings. There it is, 26 minutes. That's pretty good for 3 stages. Good amount of gold. I think we got some pretty high greed kill streaks. 16, that's pretty good. 11 perfect rooms, good amount of parries, all that stuff. Yeah. So, very good. So that was that one. So we got another stage. We got 2 more to do. We got 1 down, and then we will unlock the peak of the temple. And there's our blood emblem. It's cool. And we get a new blessing for that. So we can check it out and see what it is. Okay, so yeah, this is a pretty strong one. There's 3 really high level ones. So this one, your greed counter never runs out when you're out of combat. It doesn't reset between rooms, and your damage goes up for each of the greed kill counts. That can stack at 50% is quite a bit, and I mean if you can keep it going, it can be really easy to keep the greed kill up high because you're doing so much more extra damage from it. And since it never runs out, it allows you to play really carefully, so you can play really slow, avoid a lot of damages, and just poke as you need to. So, yeah, there it is. Dark Avatar of the Jaguar. Next we'll move on to the Eagle, my least favorite. It's my worst temple, the worst boss that I'm at. Just everything about it, I struggle really hard. So, hopefully that one won't be too bad, I hope. But I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.